Welcome, Soul Visionaries. Today we are going to discuss 12 reasons women cheat according to an expert. Now, like I always do, when I have an article, I'm going to read a little bit of the article, and then we're going to jump right into the 12 reasons why women cheat. Let's roll. Although social norms and Hollywood portrayals often depict men as the sex more likely to cheat, studies show that the infidelity gender gap is narrowing, especially among younger people. I told y'all women keep thinking that it's only men out there cheating. Cheating is not a gender-based thing, This thing is a cheating thing. If you're a cheater, you're a cheater, no matter what you are, man or a woman, or man or a woman. That's all that's out there. All right, take for instance, a research study out of the Kinsey Institute at Indiana University, which found that among participants with an average age of 31, there was no significant gender differences in the report of infidelity. 23% of men versus 19% of women. Then there's the National Opinion Research Center's General Study Social Survey, or GSS, from 2018, which found that women between the ages of 18 and 29 were slightly more likely to cheat than men of the same age group, 11% versus 10%. Further data out of the GSS showed that the percentage of women who cheat rose nearly 40% from 1990 to 2010, while men's adultery rate held steady at 21%. The reason for the uptick in women who cheat? Some attribute it to the increased responsibilities and therefore increased needs and wants of the modern woman. Empowered by feminist viewpoints and financial freedom, women are less likely to compromise and better positioned to seek out the emotional and sexual gratification that's missing in their relationship. The gap shifted when women went to work and had their own money and choices. With choice comes easier dissatisfaction, explains marriage and sex therapist Angela Skirtu. We also expect a lot more out of marriage now. Before, marriage was a vehicle to raise your family and be taken care of financially. Now we expect happiness, good sex, best friends, and more out of it. We have put a lot of pressure on marriage when it wasn't originally designed to meet all of our needs. Now, the question still remains, why do women cheat? Number one, the reason why women cheat: dissatisfaction in relationships. This can be seen as the underlying theme of the majority of motivations for infidelity. Dissatisfaction, explains Skirtu, is where it starts. People justify this by saying, "We are in a bad patch." She continues, then the opportunity arises for one person, and instead of stopping things before they start, they justify crossing a boundary with, "My partner doesn't care anyway." It's completely innocent. For every relationship boundary crossed, the person has to justify their behavior to themselves first, then they are able to compartmentalize the actions. Not finding satisfaction in a current relationship can trigger someone to seek that satisfaction elsewhere, or even use the act of cheating, whether consciously or unconsciously, as a catalyst to end their current relationship. Now, like I said, I've always said, I don't believe any of these 12 reasons why people cheat. I don't believe any one of them, because there's only one reason why people cheat, and that's because they want to. Because you can stop yourself before you ever get to that point, and you can leave that person alone, point blank. Hey, I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been the cheater and the cheated on. I've been the caught and the taught. So I know what it feels like on both sides, and you only do it because you want to. That's all. That other shit is just excuses. Number two, low self-esteem. When a woman is struggling with low self-esteem, it may spur them to look to external sources for the attention and validation that they and their partner are unable to create and sustain. Low self-esteem starts out looking like, why would anyone find me attractive? Then when someone starts to show that attention, it really feels good, says Skirtu. A woman who cheats may rely on affairs to provide them with proof of their value and desirability. When one fling ends, it may cause them to feel neglected or worthless, so they pursue a new romantic interest, and the cycle continues. Now, can men use that same excuse? Hey, I'm not feeling like I'm sexy enough, or, I'm not feeling like, my partner wants me, so I went out and I cheated. Men can't use that excuse. Women can. R. Kelly made that song, When a Woman Fed Up. Hey, men get fed up too. All right. Number 3, emotional starvation. While studies suggest that men who cheat are primarily motivated by sex, women who cheat tend to do so to fill an emotional need. And in the case of an emotional affair, sex isn't part of the equation at all. Whether the affair is physical or emotional in nature, a woman may cheat because they crave conversation, empathy, respect, devotion, adoration, support, or some other connection that's lacking in their current relationship. Some people convince themselves emotional is not a real affair. However, most sexual ones start emotionally. Says Skirtu, I find it pretty rare to have an only sexual affair with some emotions because they usually start as friends. That's how you start crossing boundaries and justify the behavior. Now, emotional starvation. Like they're saying, here they go. They're saying men are primarily motivated by sex. That's why we cheat, just because we want to have sex. But then she's finding an excuse for women. Hey, it's emotional. I'm not getting what I want at home. My husband or boyfriend is emotionally dead or whatever. Hey, I've run across a lot of emotionally dead women nowadays. So, like I said, I'm going to stick. We've gone through 1 through 3, and I'm still going with my only, there's one reason only why people cheat. Because they fucking want to. Let's roll on to number 4. Anger or retribution. Some women enter into a relationship with an idealized image of how their spouse should behave. They should communicate first and then they'll get all that shit situated. When the partner falls short of the expectations and can't meet their every need and desire, it can create a divide in the relationship that provides the impetus to stray. Some women may resent their partner for another reason, such as a partner's past affair, and use their own infidelity as retaliation. Anger or retribution. But this is actually, actually get to know who your partner truly is when you all have a disagreement, when you all are angry with one another. This is the real person right here. This is, people use, I was mad, that's why I did such and such. No, this is the real person, because what was New Edition's Can You Stand the Rain? When it's sunny outside and everything is beautiful, like in sports, we may have all type of turmoil and strife going on in the locker room, but when you're winning, it doesn't matter. But when you start losing, you lose 2, 3, 4, 5 games in a row, or you fall out of first place, or you finish the season bad, then everything starts to come out and you start to realize that, hey, we were dysfunctional from the get-go. So all I'm saying is you find out who people are when shit is going bad. Let's roll to number 5. Lack of excitement. You've likely heard of the term serial cheaters, people who cheat for the thrill of it. They may love their significant other, but yearn for those endorphin-fueled interactions that make a new relationship so exciting. I think as a society, we don't honestly address how boring work and family life can be at times. Explains Skirtu. I was recently watching the show Good Girls, and they turn to street crimes. It's addressing the same thing, boredom. I feel people are more likely to cheat than to get involved in crimes, but it's the same premise. In fact, a study at the affair dating website ashleymadison.com found that 67% of heterosexual married women who cheat sought out romantic passion, yet 100% of the women denied any intention of leaving their husbands. Some even stated their overt love for their husbands, painting them in a positive light. Man, I'm going to tell you this. If you ever cheat with my woman, man, don't send her home. Keep her ass, man. That's what I'm pissed off about, is that you didn't think she was good enough to keep after you hit. Man, take that motherfucker and keep her. I don't want her back. It's like when you get your car stolen. When you get your car stolen, Man, you hoping like hell they done totaled that motherfucker out so the insurance will pay you off so you can get another one. So if for men, well for me, if you find that you can hit my woman or whatever, or any lady that I'm with or whatever, man, keep her please. I want to total it out and get a whole new one. All right, number 6, sexual deprivation. Try as we might to keep the spark alive, the excitement that accompanies a new relationship only lasts so long. Oh shit. Got to go back up to number 5, that boredom thing. But okay, but predictability and familiarity will eventually overtake the quality and frequency of sex. It's not surprising then that some women who cheat are missing those thrilling hallmarks of a relationship's beginning stages when passion and intrigue have yet to give way to routine. In fact, Skirtu believes this is historically one of the motivators behind male-centric infidelity. It might have been an expectation that at a certain point, sex was not a big part of marriage, so cheating was a necessary evil. Sexual deprivation. You have to know if you all are sexually compatible in the first place. You know, if you start out hot and heavy having sex, that's what you have to do. What you do to get a person is what you will have to do to keep them. So if y'all was hot and heavy with sex in the beginning, that's what you need to keep doing. If you all were just having sex sparingly, and then the next partner says, "Oh man, I wanted more," you should have checked before you made this shit permanent. Boom, number 7. This is one that every woman uses. Every woman uses loneliness. Hey there, lonely girl. Lonely. Bullshit. But anyway, loneliness. A woman who cheats may have a partner who works long hours. But damn, y'all want the bread though. Y'all want that money. Y'all want that 6-figure cat. But he gotta work. Leaving them home with the kids all day. Perhaps they found themselves in a stage in life when it's harder to make friends, or maybe their significant other is contending with a chronic illness. Yeah, because his ass done worked so much, he neglected his health for the wealth that he was trying to get for you. Now he's sick as hell. Now, whatever the reason, loneliness or feelings of isolation and disengagement can provide the perfect ingredients for an affair. Says Skirtu. They feel lonely and someone else starts meeting the unmet needs. That's why I tell dudes, bruh, fuck all this working hard and she stay home with the kids and this, I don't give a damn what no other dude out here says. I hear dudes talk that bullshit all the time. I don't never ask my woman for help out with doing nothing. Woo, 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 woo. I'ma work, I'ma do everything. Yeah, meanwhile, your body is breaking down. You're tired. You can't do shit. You can't perform. But guess what? Jesus, the pool boy, getting it in, knocking her out. Boom, knock out. Now she ain't even fucking with you no more. Let's roll to number 8. Insecure attachment style. Attachment theory suggests that early childhood relationships influence how we perceive and behave in our intimate relationships as adults. Depending on the care and nurturing, or lack thereof, that one receives as a child. They'll fall into one of 3 attachment styles as adults. Secure, having well-adjusted expectations and approaches to relationships. Anxious, exhibiting fear of abandonment. Or avoidant, preferring to retain their independence from others. That's that motherfucker that's always got the guard up or whatnot. Got that wall up. People who identify with anxious and avoidant attachment styles are more likely to display characteristics that interfere with a healthy romantic relationship. Think clinginess, and dismissiveness. Moreover, they're more likely to cheat, as they seek out reassurance from a third-party partner or attempt to avoid the intimacy of the primary relationship. There's always a sense of what's on the other side and never fully being happy or secure in oneself, explains Skirtu. This type of person may struggle to be happy in any relationship. Man, that's what I'm saying. They're going to hop, 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 hop. They're not happy with anything. That's why, when you got a woman that call you every 10, 15 minutes and, I need to talk to you. Look, I will call you back when I call you back. That clinging and stuff, that shit is not sexy at all. And I don't know how you dudes do it. You know, y'all try to leave the house. You can't even get down to the damn corner of the block. And she calling you on the phone, asking you where you are. Man, I don't see how y'all dogs do it. Number 9, midlife damn crisis. While midlife crises generally affect people between the ages of 35 and 60, the event has less to do with age than extenuating circumstances. Major life events, such as the death of a parent or a milestone birthday, may trigger a midlife crisis in a woman, causing them to wrestle with the burden of greatness. That is, the socio-cultural expectation that women can and should have it all: a successful career, a loving partner, adoring children, and so on. People think, I only have so much time left. What am I doing with my life? Says Skirt 2. A woman may act out of character as she attempts to realize her potential and make up for lost time. And it's so funny that you see women that live that promiscuous lifestyle when they're younger, and then all of a sudden, as they get older and they mature and they find out who they really are, then now they're married and they're happy and content in their marriage and doing things. And then you watch women that got hooked up early and married and this and that and the other. Now they're getting divorced and now they want to live the whole life. It's a dirty game out here. It's dirty. Number 10, an underlying condition. According to Block, depression and infidelity go hand in hand. An affair, exciting, so much so that the brain can begin to pump out dopamine, norepinephrine and serotonin, neurotransmitters we produce when we're attracted to someone, but which not so coincidentally are the same chemicals produced when we take antidepressants. He says, in other words, a woman who cheats could be self-medicating through infidelity, even if they don't realize the true reason behind their pleasure. So now they're going to use the simple fact that she wants to get this feeling from her neurotransmitters or whatnot, to cheat. Now, like I said, when I started reading the first 3, there's only one real reason why people cheat, and that's because they want to. I mean, it's fine that we have all these other sub reasons, an underlying condition. An underlying condition. So the brain begins to pump out dopamine, norepinephrine, and serotonin, neurotransmitters we produce when we're attracted to someone, but which not so coincidentally are the same chemicals produced when we take antidepressants. We got a lot of excuses down there, but it's still, cheating is a choice. Fuck out of here. Number 11, opportunity. Few acts of infidelity are premeditated, asserts Skirt 2, but rather a result of an unexpected opportunity. Few acts of infidelity are premeditated, asserts Skirt 2, but rather a result of an unexpected opportunity. They feel down, and another person in a similar boat crosses their path. They start commiserating, and then it moves on from there. She adds, people in this situation usually can't explain the reason behind their infidelity. It sort of just happens, even though really there are specific moments of truth that can make or break the potential affair. Similar opportunities exist in the digital realm too. Social media, dating apps, and texting have revolutionized the ease at which we can connect with others, sometimes serving as a springboard for affairs, even if the interactions start innocently. Few acts of infidelity are premeditated, but rather a result of an unexpected opportunity. Bullshit. You know who you gonna fuck. You already know that. It's like when it's about to go down, or you think it's gonna go down, or before it goes down rather, you already have this desire to be with this person. You can look at somebody and lust them, because there's no love at first sight, there's only lust. So you lust this individual and you see how he or she may look in the whole 9 yards, and you want this person. And then you find different little clever ways to get in good with them the whole 9 yards. So they said people cheating because of opportunity. No, that shit's premeditated. I believe that shit is premeditated. I believe, people go and it's like predatory type of deal. It's like, hey, I see her, him, or whatever, and I want this person, I desire this person. So let me see what I need to do to get close to him. That's it. Number 12, last but not least, numbing difficult feelings. People can develop a wide variety of coping mechanisms to deal with difficult emotions, sometimes choosing strategies that have emotionally numbing effects as an easier option than facing them. Sex, drugs, alcohol, and other addictions or compulsive behaviors are just a few examples. An affair is an escape from reality, says Skirt 2. When women struggle to be honest about what they want with their partners and instead seek out a fantasy world that not only numbs but creates an amazing jolt to the system, there's an adrenaline rush in cheating. An affair is an escape from reality, says Skirt 2. When women struggle to be honest about what they want with their partners and instead seek out a fantasy world that not only numbs but creates an amazing jolt to the system, there's an adrenaline rush to cheating. You see, these are not 12 reasons why women cheat, fellas. These are 12 excuses. There's only one reason why anybody cheats, and it's because they fucking wants to. Yo. It is what it is. So many people have experienced it. Some people are going through it and don't even know that they're going through it. So how do you get over in a situation where someone's cheating? It's a very difficult situation to get over because, hey, that trust, when trust is broken, it's hard to get it back to that level again. And as the one that offended, as one that was the offender, that person has to be careful not to live life as an apologist every single day trying to prove him or herself if they've cheated. And those that were offended have to either, one, forgive totally 100%. I didn't say forget. I said forgive 100% and let it go, or let the relationship go and move on. So, hey, I appreciate you soul visionaries out there for stopping in with your boy or whatnot. And, just realize, these are 12 reasons, but there's only one reason, and that's because you wanted to cheat. So, hey, y'all, be safe, be smooth, and come on back. Oh, my bad. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.